And Karina waking you up in the morning. Bus stop weather today says sunshine, mostly sunny skies this afternoon. Highs are going to be around 72 degrees. 57 right now, K105.3. We have guests in the studio all the time. This guy is not only becoming Mr. Community, he follows us along at just about every live broadcast that we're at, especially if there's something big that we're giving away. Doug Brinker is going to be there. Doug, what's up? Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Jamie.
It's good to see you.
Great to see you.
How was your weekend?
Awesome. Went to a real quick birthday 50th celebration out in Grass Lake. Their traffic jams.
Very nice. Was the traffic jamming busy this weekend?
Yeah, until it rained.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, people don't really want to stand outside with electronics in the rain. Call them crazy.
They kept playing, though.
I'm sure that event usually is pretty good. We had Chris Hitchcock in the studio last Friday to talk about it.
He was jamming.
Yeah, he's very good. So what brings you into the studio this morning? I know we're going to be talking a little bit about what you are recently involved in. What you got going on?
Well, I'm the president of the Energizers Toastmasters.
You're the president?
I'm the president.
Doug Brinker, the president. That's a little scary.
Yeah, it is.
I'm messing with you,
in
Doug.
charge.
What is Toastmasters? What is this all about?
It's a leadership organization that teaches individuals how to improve their communication skills and overcome the fear of public speaking and improve that self-confidence.
And that's
Very
like the
cool.
number one fear.
Yes, it
I
is.
think it's like public speaking, heights, death. I think that's like the order of what it is.
Did you ever have that in radio? Did you ever have a fear of, I guess, speaking in front of people? Not necessarily on a microphone, but have you ever been to like a a concert or something like that where you had to get up and introduce the band? Did you ever have that stage fright?
Oh, microphones terrify me still.
Really?
I think still. It's very strange. It's very different being.
Because you seem so comfortable on the microphone.
Well, the very first time I ever was on radio, I was, I could sit in a room and I could chat with anybody and it was fine, but you turned my mic on and then I would go.
Yeah. Right.
And I would kind of sweat and you get all those physical kind of things that happen. It gets easier and easier and easier, and I've been in theater a lot and all that. There's still that anticipation. There's still that little bit of nervousness when you go to do something and you kind of get one shot to get it right. And there's still all of that for me. It's maybe tucked in the back, but it helps, I don't know, maybe keep me. I think if I ever get to the point where I'm just really, whatever.
Do you feel like that, Doug? Do you feel like, have you ever had that little stage fright? I mean, you're obviously doing this for a reason.
Yes, I originally, back in 1990, when I first joined Toastmasters, I stood with my hands in my pockets, my head buried, every other word was ahs and ums, and today I have that confidence to stand in front of a crowd, don't matter what the size. In fact, next month I get to go down. I am part of a Heart of a Toastmasters book that I've submitted a story to, and I'm one of 145 other individuals from around the world that'll get the opportunity. The Chris Matthews from Hardball was a former Toastmaster, and in fact, he's on one of the short video presentations of what Toastmasters has professionally done for his career.
You are on your way. President Doug Brinker talking about Toastmasters. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
That was great. Yeah, that's awesome.
You did a great job.
More people who come in here to do interviews with us could benefit, I think, from Toastmasters.
Absolutely.
If I would have done this, the first back in 1990, 91 when I first joined, I'd be like,
I remember you back then. You weren't quite that shy, though. Maybe on a microphone.
When I competed because when I was part of the JC's organization and I competed for 11 years in the Speak Up competition that they would have at the state level every quarter, I would never win. And it was, which is in my story that comes out next month in that Heart of a Toastmaster book. And it actually, because I came to Toastmasters and I ran that speech by and I got the critical peer review evaluation, which the JCs did not offer then, it helped capture in 1996 at Boyne Mountain a state Speak Up championship.
That's great. That's great. That's really exciting. It's a phenomenal thing, I think, to overcome, to be terrified of speaking in public and to force yourself into a really uncomfortable space.
And the winner has to, when you get announced, the winner has to go up on stage in front of 758, 900 Michigan JCs at the luncheon and give your winning speech. So I'd never done that. I mean, I'd spoken in front of maybe 25, 30
Right.
people max. So it's like when they called my name, first I started bawling because, I had finally gotten that monkey off my back.
Sure.
And then I had to go up in front of a ballroom full of people and give my speech. It's like, in front of a microphone for the first time.
All right, it's all microphones are scary.
I think I always think about it every time that I get in front of people like that. I think I always think about it in the back of my head, but then there's another like little person in the back of my head going, "Don't screw this up. Don't think about that and don't screw this."
Well, we
up.
have Tom is
He's
one
gonna
of our
roll.
newer members, just joined a couple of months ago. But we have another member.
3 minutes, Walt Agency News.
Thank you.
We have another new member, Susie, who her first speech was like, "Hi, my name is Susie.
Right.
A little bit about me." But we don't use a microphone. Now, when we have competitions, which are coming up, the 14th, we have a humorous speech contest, which Tom is putting together the PR release for it. And then Table Topics, August 21st. And we invite the community to come in and view
See what it's all
the
about.
members.
Do you ever listen to the Moth Radio Hour?
No.
It's storytelling. It's people without scripts doing storytelling, and I think it's some of the best radio there probably is. But it's people who tell stories live in front of audiences with no scripts.
Is
And
that
it can be
similar to
anything
TED
from-
Talks? Because Eastern
Kinda.
held that this last year and invited me, but I didn't go. 'cause I
Kind
didn't
of,
know.
but they all revolve around different
K105.
themes. They're not trying to teach; they're just trying to share stories.
Pardon?
And
Yeah.
they're wonderful stories. Just they're the driveway stories, right? The kind that you'll drive home and you won't turn the car off because you just want to hear the end of it.
Right.
That
Okay.
kind of thing. So, Moth Radio Hour, and then there's also another storyteller show on the radio called Snap Judgment, and both
Okay.
of them are these great examples of storytelling without scripts, just kind of on stage in
What
front
time-
of people,
What time
giving
did you
these
get out?
great talks, these great stories, and they're all workshops. The stories are workshops with other people.
Can you do me a
too,
favor because
so,
I got to do the news here really
So it
quick?
might be something that you'd
Can
be
you call
interested in
the
listening to.
studio or the main office line after 9, and
As,
I'll
like,
try to think of a solution. for
More
that.
people
Let them
doing
know.
what you're doing.
There's
I don't have a solution to that right this second, but
Cheryl Rausch, who's the
sometime
author of
midday or
this
something,
part of a
I'll come up with something
Toastmasters
for you.
accredited speaker, which is where I want to be here in the next 5 to 7 years.
We'll hold it for you.
That's
Just-
where you get
just
paid
need to tally up our money for the charity. That's
to
all. But
do a public
Well-
speaking engagement.
Mhm.
We go around the country. She's on a short video interview or audio interview from a radio
is there
show.
anybody else?
And she
that
said
can
that
swing
there's
over?
going to be 2 contributors who have their own radio talk show
Cool.
that I'll get to meet
I
for the
I
convention.
think if
That's
you
fun.
call the front office,
And then we get to go up on stage
I think
and share our
they'll
story
do that.
before
I'm
opening
really sorry, I gotta
ceremonies.
fly
Yeah,
for the
that's
news,
cool.
though.
That's
And
awesome.
thanks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I got 40 seconds before I have to do the news. So.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.